Hey guys, Matt here. Today I bring the first ever solo roll call to the second channel, and today is all about Charlotte, which is a really good anime. Not my favourite, but I enjoyed it a lot. Let's get into the characters though. We got first up we have Yu Otosaka, who is voiced by Koichi Uchiyama. And he also voices Clavis from Death Parade, who is the elevator controller. We got Soma from Demachi 2. I don't really remember Soma that much. Daryl Yan from Guilty Crown. Again, probably a character I don't really know that well. Ichika Orimura from Infinite Stratus, which is not an anime I've watched yet, but you gotta do all your research with future content. Natsuno Yuki from Shiki, who is I think one of the main characters of that show. Ruji Kaji Jr. from Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, which is one of the movies. I don't remember exactly what. And also Soul Eater Evans from Soul Eater and Soul Eater Not. Though Soul Eater Not is more of the side story to Soul Eater. If you want to, you can go and check out the podcast for that one. That one was a bit of a long one, because we went over like a lot of episodes. There was a lot of episodes to go over. Moving on to our second character, we have Ayumi Otosaka, who is Yu's sister in the story, and she is voiced by a voice actor we've seen before, Momo Asakura, and we saw her just before during Magia Record in voicing Iraha Tamaki. Oh, that's a hard name to say. Even though this anime won't get covered on the podcast, she also voices Minori from A Certain Scientific Railgun S. And that's really all the notable ones for Momo Asakura. So we're going to move on to character number 3, the other main character of the story, Nao Tamori, and she is voiced by Ayakane Sakura. Ayane also voices Chloe Chronicle from Infinite Stratos Season 2. Again, haven't seen Infinite Stratos yet, so looking forward to that. Felicia Mitsuki from Magia Record. A lot of this is going to be a lot of crossover in this section of the podcast / roll call stuff. Tsubaki Sawabe from Your Line April, one of my favourite animes ever. I don't know why I love Your Line April so much. It's such a sad ending to it. Gabby Braun from Attack on Titan Season 4. Yep, it's that detailed. Fiona Frost from Spy X Family. Anime I haven't seen yet. And my favourite ninja from an anime so far, Lilive Kazama from Trinity 7. Absolutely in love. Is it Levi or Levi? Levi. I think it's Levi. So like the male reading it like the male version almost. But I love her character in Trinity 7. Moving on to our next character, which is actually 2 in 1 for this one. Yusa and Misa Kurbane, who are voiced by Maya Ichida. Maya also voices Lily Ruka Ade from Denmachi. She's the backpack girl. The massive backpack on the little girl. Always a comedic sight when you just know, oh, she could just take that. She could take that weight. Tsukuyo Amane from Magia Record. One of the 2 twins. I wonder if the other voice actor for the other twin was in this. Raya Seika from Sankareo, our favourite zombie girl, who is most definitely one of the more stronger zombie girls. At least until you come across what his name was in Soul Eater. Like the big zombie dude in Soul Eater. And lastly, Norman from Promised Neverland, which Promise Neverland, again, another anime you should go watch. Really good anime. Except for Season 2. Don't watch Season 2, that sucked. Our next character is Jojiro Takaju, who is voiced by Daichu Mizushima. Again, I'm probably butchering the name. Daichu has also voiced Takamatsu from Angel Beats, Kotaro Takebayashi from Assassination Classroom, which I forget if he's one. No, he's not one of the top 5 students of the school. He's an E-class student. The Assassination Classroom roll call is going to be nuts. Jun Shiratori from Erased, the suspect that had nothing to do with anything. Yahiro Samukawa from Guilty Crown, and also Finka from SAO. A character I don't even know from SAO. He's such an obscure character, and was only in the first season before getting killed, I think. And moving right along though, we got our next character, Arifumi Fukuyama, who is voiced by Rohei Kimura. Rohei has also voiced Hideki Hinata from Angel Beats. I don't really remember Hideki at all. Might have been like one of the band members or like part of the resistance against the main quote-unquote villain. We got Akira Takizawa from Eden East, the main character of that one. That one, it's a bizarre good. That one. Chihiro Furuya from Sankara, other main character of that anime. I was talking like there was something else, but there's no other characters there. So let's just move on to Furuki. Honestly, don't remember that character that much, but I put him in because it felt like oh, that's right. For this roll call, I put in characters that are important to the story, and also characters that get their power stolen by the main character. Big spoiler for Charlotte, honestly. Anyway, Furuki is voiced by Kanehira Yamamoto. Kanehira also voiced Ono from Assassination Classroom, who is one of the teachers that at one point just gets annoyed that all the E-class students are doing really well in the test. Takaki Kazumoto from Dorora X2 show. Look at this picture, absolutely terrifying. Yutaka Yanaki from Plastic Memories. Okay, so Yutaka Yanaki, I forgot, didn't have a picture. Along with Yomaru from SEO2, they were so obscure they didn't have a character picture. But the one that did is, I don't know how to pronounce the first name, Zberg from SEO Alicization. I'm definitely going to be putting the spelling up on the screen, because it definitely seems like a very German name. Anyway, on that let's move on from the confusion. We're going to move on to Konichi, who was voiced by Kotori Kowai, and the only other notable role that she had through this in anime that I've watched is Kana Altair from Soul Eater Not. Yeah, that was all there was. I'm not trying to discredit the fact that she probably had Kotori had many roles. It's just I haven't watched much stuff. Moving on to our next character though, Takehito Kumagagi, who is voiced by Eiji Takemoto. I don't know if that's pronounced right, but Takemoto has also voiced King Nosehair and Combat Blues from Bobo Bobo Bo 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 Bo. I'm not going to try and pronounce that again, because it's just me saying Bo a bunch of times. And also, probably the most deadly panda in any anime, Banda-kun from Darwin's Game. Ain't no time to rest though, we gotta move on to our next character, who is Madoromi, is voiced by Natsuki Hane, and Natsuki also voiced probably one of the most saddest characters in this anime, Hayao Mitsuboshi from Happy Sugar Life. Man, that guy went from happy to obsessed in such a short amount of time. Oh, Natsuki also voiced Kotaro Nakayama from The Devil is a Part-Timer, Asahi Kuramine from Actually I Am. But the main character is so wrapped up in secrets that he didn't even need to be involved with in the first place. And also the same name as a beer. Kurosei Arima from Your Lie in April. A main guy. Again, Your Lie in April is so amazing. I love the music in that anime. It's so good. Falco Rose. I realized on the thing I misspelt it. From Attack on Titan's final season. I don't think he makes it to part 2 of that. And final season is season 4. And lastly, Koji Shinkawa from SEO2. And if anyone has seen SEO2, they know how messed up this guy is. Anyway, moving on to our next character, we got Midoki. Again, very minor character that it's like a power situation thing. Midoki is voiced by Asami Seto. And Asami, once again, what I've watched, only had one other role. And that is, apparently her name was Kurokami no Onna, or it might not be the actual name of the character, but that's what people call her on the internet. She's from both Death Billiards and Death Parade. Death Billiards being the episode that happened as a concept to Death Parade becoming a thing, which is such a cool way of doing it. It's like we did this whole episode to basically be like, can we do this anime? Which I love. Anyway, moving down the list. Next up is Shunsuke Otosaka, who is the older brother of the main male character and the little sister that I talked about earlier. And he is voiced by Daisuke Ono. And Daisuke has had quite a few roles. He's voiced Nagi Kanamine from Demen Wonderland. He's voiced Shinso Heiwajima from Dorora. He's the strong guy that is able to pull a light post out of the ground that uses a giant bat, basically. Kota's father from Elfenlied. Not much of a character there, but Kiriti Saibo from Cells at Work. Mamoru Akasaka from Higurashi. Look forward to Higurashi coming back around, by the way, because we still have to do the new version soon. We got Jotaro Killja from JoJo parts 3 through 6, which apparently I don't have an image of. I might need to go and find that later for the video. But yeah, continuing. Daisuke voiced himself on Lucky Star, which is just the best bit ever. Probably at the same quality of Konata being voiced by Aya, who is a singer. And there's a scene in Lucky Star where Aya's doing some singing, and Konata's reacting to that singing, and it's like Konata is basically reacting to her own singing in a way. Karazu from Nichiju, the bird that gets scarf from I think the cat's name is Sakamoto, and flies off with it. And lastly, Aaron Smith from Attack on Titan. We don't have much time to waste, so we're going to move on to our next character, who is Saito. Saito is voiced by Hikaru Midorikawa, and in a weird twist, Hikaru voiced another Saito from Angel Beats. Which is, again, just the dumbness of it. It's just like, 2 different Saitos. Building a bit of a typecast for himself. Hikaru also voiced Soften from Bo. There, I said it again. He's also voiced Dio Brando from JoJo Phantom Blood, and Mr. Perfect himself, Sakamoto from Sakamoto Desuka. Or haven't you heard of Sakamoto Desuka? I'm looking forward to that anime. That one looks like a lot of fun. Moving on to our next character, we got Shichino, who is voiced by Kengo Kawanishi. Kenga also voiced Junta Nakado from Another. That one was a fun anime because it's just like, who's the one that's like, who's the extra? Ibri Acha from Demachi 2. Don't really remember that guy. Ritsu Soma from Fruits Basket. The monkey, I think Ritsu was. He had his hair long and looked very much like a girl, but wasn't a girl. Oh, by the way, it was the 2019 version, just so everyone knows. I don't want people in the comments being like, no, not the original. This version, no. It was from the 2019 version of Fruits Basket. Kengo also voiced Narugami from Interspecies Reviewers, the snake character. Terunosuke Miyamoto from JoJo Part 4. Always nice to make fun of JoJo like that. And Operator from Shimoneta, the Dirty Jokes anime. Man, that anime was so much fun. Next up, we have Kazuki Tomori, who is the older brother of the main female character in Charlotte. Kazuki is voiced by Kazuyuki Okitsu, and Kazuyuki has also voiced Oka Kashima from Damachi, Hattori Soba from Fruits Basket 2019, again, because new versions and old versions have to be a thing. Regular Mob DT from Interspecies Reviewers, Jonathan Joestar from JoJo, our first ever JoJo main character, LA from No Game No Life Zero, the movie, Davi from Plunderer, one I haven't watched yet, Reggie Andor, or Andre, from Prison School, a big boy that likes big punishment. Another Saito, this time from Your Line April. I've had 3 Saito characters be in this thing. I don't think Saito's even in the anime that much. I'll definitely have to keep an eye out for him when I watch it. Seishin Mori from Shiki, who is I think he's a not doctor. The priest that turns vampire and protects the little girl vampire. And lastly, Yoshi Asagi from SA Alternative, more known as M. And we have one last character, luckily it's a short one, Yuda, who is voiced by Yusei Oda, and Yusei voiced Father Furude from Higurashi Kai. Not the new version, the original version, mostly because there wasn't much for that character. But yeah, that was the last character. There's not much else to really talk about with Charlotte without going into the anime itself. So links will be in the description to the main channel and the second channel for you guys to go check out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so the next video comes out. A ding, ding. I'm the Mad Scientist, out. Feels weird not having a friend here to do this with.